You're watching News 9's Deccan Vahini. I'm Prajwal D'Souza. Today I'm joined by Bengaluru Traffic Police's new Chief, Special Commissioner Dr. M.A. Saleem. And in this interaction, we'll speak about Bengaluru's traffic issues, what are the causes, and what he plans to do both in the short and in the long term. Thank you, Dr. Saleem, for joining us today. So my first question is, it has been 2 weeks, nearly 2 weeks since you took charge as the new Chief of Bengaluru Traffic Police, and we have already seen many improvements in how traffic has been in Bengaluru. So what, according to you, was the problem and what is your strategy going forward, sir?
Well, Bangalore Traffic Police has three functions to perform. One is regulation of traffic, that is managing traffic at the junctions and on the roads. Secondly, enforcement of traffic laws. And thirdly, road safety, and that is investigation and prevention of road accidents. These are three functions which have been given to traffic police. And we are managing traffic in the city along with other stakeholders like BBMP, BDA, BMTC, now Metro, Transport Department, and a few other departments which constitute the whole traffic management gamut in the city. Presently, we have problems in traffic in the city because of capacity problem, wherein one is capacity problem, the road capacity is not commensurate with the volume of traffic. And secondly, we don't have adequate public transport. So now these are the two major issues or major problems for which there is a traffic congestion in some of the roads and some of the junctions, particularly in the peripheral areas. Now public transport, as far as public transport is concerned, it has become a government's priority now, and government has invested huge amount to develop a good mass transit facility in the city. For example, this metro, which is construction is going on, the second phase, 2A, 2B, and also the commuter rail work, which is also has commenced now. So these good mass transit mechanisms will definitely help ease traffic congestion, as people will prefer to travel more in these public transport modes rather than using their own personal vehicles. But the problem is it may take some time to happen. Though work is going on, I think work is going on a very fast pace, but still it may take 2-3 years before we see a good mass public transit system in the city. Till such time, we have to manage the traffic through good regulatory measures. We had a major problem a decade earlier also in the central business district area, wherein also we had the capacity problem. But at that time, we had the options of certain regulatory measures like one-way system, which we have implemented very successfully. 128 roads have been made one ways. That is why the traffic movement by and large is quite okay in CBD area, that is central business district area. We don't have much problem. Now the problem is basically in the entry and exit points of the city. Wherever we are entering the city, major junctions like Silk Board flyover or Kerpuram or Hebbal junction or Gurguntepalli and Tumkur road. These are the problem areas we are having, which we should do something to ease the traffic and ensure that the journey time reduces and people have a comfortable journey to the work and also going back to the residences.
Correct. Sir, one of your first decisions was to restrict the movement of heavy vehicles in Hebbal and other key junctions. Now, it has indeed given some results, but is this a short-term solution, and what could be the long-term solution according to you, sir?
These are short term because traffic police measures are only short term only. It cannot be long term because generally what happens, we provide some sort of relief by restricting, that is the supply management. There is something called as demand management and supply management. Demand management is not under our purview. This is increasing the capacity of the road or putting some more flyovers or degrade separators. That is not the option with the traffic police. These are the civic agencies like BBMP or BDA who undertake that. But only supply management we can do. What amount of traffic we can take in a particular road, that we can decide and do some restrictions without hampering anybody's work or his comfort level. Correct. So that we are trying to do, because heavy vehicles in any case were banned in the morning 3 hours and the evening 3 hours during peak hours. but that was not implemented very effectively. Now we are implementing that, so that the goods vehicle, heavy goods vehicle, need not enter the city during these restricted times. That has brought a lot of relief to the commuters or the road users who are going for particularly their work trips.
Correct. Now, sir, in these junctions, do you think the problem has to do with the way traffic was managed till now, or is it an infrastructural issue, as you were saying earlier?
No, these are infrastructural issue. For example, Hebbal flyover, 6-7 lane traffic comes from international airport side and also from Chikbalapura side, and it has to go in 2-lane flyover. So generally, it is like a funnel effect. Like a funnel, the traffic comes in a large volume in 5-6 lanes, and it has to converge into 2 lanes. So that because of that, huge problem was there. So our task was to reduce the traffic itself, which is coming from these 4-5 lines, so that we can take a little less traffic. So we have removed about 20-25% traffic to enter the city during the peak hours.
Now, this Namma Metro construction is also one of the problems which is causing traffic jams in many parts of the city. Now, how do you plan to find a solution around this?
Well, Namma Metro is for good only. It is being construction is going on for the good of the city, and we have to facilitate its speedy construction. That's what we are doing. In fact, we have regular meetings with the BMRCL. In fact, today only I had a meeting with the MD BMRCL regarding certain issues. But by and large, we facilitate the construction of metro. I think since the work is also going a little faster now, I think we can see a lot of relief. For example, within 3-4 months, the lane towards Whitefield is going to be opened. Similarly, other lanes will be opened. Then I think you can see a lot of decongestion on city roads.
Correct. Sir, one of the problems between the civic agencies and the traffic police has always been of communication. Now, we have seen this during when accidents related to pothole happen, how the blame game gets around. And recently, KR Puram police also put up a tweet that a pit was dug up, and despite calling the BBMP, they did not respond. So, how do you plan to streamline communications between the civic agencies and the BTP?
Now we have got good coordination with all the agencies. In fact, the coordination meeting is taken at the highest level by the Chief Secretary herself. So that is the reason why we have good coordination now. In fact, we are regularly meeting with other civic agencies and sharing our problems and also the solution to the problems, because most of the solutions lies with the other agencies. That good coordination is happening now.
Sir, just coming regarding collection of fines, now citizens have always complained about the way fines are collected. Some even say that police harass them at signal points. Now, what is the solution for this, sir? How do you plan to make a change? Will the fines be collected physically, or will there be a change in this?
Well, we have to bring transparency in booking of cases. That is why technology plays a very important role. So we are infusing a lot of technology now. Technological solutions are there. If you problem still continues, that we are fixing up that, so that by and large maybe from timelines of 1 or 2 years, you can completely eliminate the physical flagging or physical checking of vehicles, except where it is required to be done, like drunken driving and other things. Otherwise, we want as a roadmap, we have fixed a roadmap that we have to slowly remove the physical checking of vehicles for other reasons other than which are very much required. For example, as I already said, drunken driving or some mechanical or vehicle defects.
Sir, are there any plans to bring back vehicle towing, which was contested and suspended earlier this year? Have there been any talks regarding this?
No, right now we don't have any plans to bring back towing vehicles.
So just to conclude, you have been the head of traffic police before as well. So what has changed since then, and what will you do that your predecessors couldn't do? What will you do differently that your predecessors couldn't do?
No, everybody has played an important role in managing traffic. I think all my predecessors have done really good work in managing traffic, particularly in fusion of technology. I think a lot of good work has happened.
All right. Well, that was Mr. M.A. Saleem, Bengaluru Traffic Police's new chief. So he has outlined what the problems were with Bengaluru's traffic and what he plans to do both in the short and in the long term. Thank you for watching News 9's Deccan Vahini. Have a good day.